Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be driving my Model 3 using hardware 3 running FSD 12.6.4, and it's kind of a nice day, so I don't expect to see any problems, but usually after I say that there's always something that happens, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We're coming up to this right turn, so we're gonna have to stop at the crosswalk, use our pillar camera. That's a nice car. Don't know what that is though. I think it's Alfa Romeo. And I'm gonna press the accelerator just to give it a nudge through this, because it's red for the oncoming traffic there. It puts its left signal, gets into the left lane here, puts a signal again, gets into the left lane again. And it did that very smoothly. It accelerated to 60 very smoothly, just no complaints. You know, it checked if there was cars, and there wasn't. And yeah, it's just overall good experience. And it's that Alfa Romeo again. Pretty cool car. I don't know anything about it. If you guys know what car this is and know anything about it, comment down below. That'd be cool. And we're gonna have to go around it since it's being a little slow. So it goes into the right lane here, checked if there was anything. Now we're coming up to a stop here, and it's coming really slowly, very slowly, and comes to a stop very smoothly. That was really nice. And it stops just before the crosswalk, so you know it's very safe for the pedestrians. And now we get to wait at this intersection while we could see everything happening on the visualization over here. Just cool how how much it could see, you know. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, because I post videos like this one every single day. I post shorts, I post videos, and be sure to subscribe, because you could you know, keep up to date on, like, you know, how I've been testing my hardware 3 Tesla and FSD. And if you guys are new to buying it, or if you guys are new to Teslas, looking to buy a Tesla, maybe you want to, you know, purchase the subscription for FSD, stick around, because most of your questions will probably be answered. And if I don't answer your question, or maybe something's unclear and you want to know something about FSD or Teslas, just comment down below. A lot of our viewers own Teslas themselves, from all the comments I've been reading, and I read all the comments, so you know, if you comment something, chances are I'm gonna read it. So yeah, if you have any questions, just comment it down below. A lot of the viewers, and me included, will hopefully answer you. And if you guys do own a Tesla and use FSD and you guys just love the videos, check out some of the comments and answer any questions you might see, because you know, having a lot of opinions about it is better than just, you know, my opinion, I guess. So yeah, I prefer to answer questions in the videos, because it's just a lot more clear that way. I'm thinking of you know, doing maybe like a Q&A or something, where I just read all the comments in a video and I could just answer them. And I feel like that'll be something you guys would want to watch, because I've been seeing so many questions and stuff, and I can't really answer them in the comments too clearly. But yeah, back to the drive. The car has been stopping and going very well. You know, that BMW is going a little fast. It's trying to like follow the flow of traffic, but I guess that BMW is making it think that the road is moving a lot faster than it is. But it's still very smooth, centered in its lane. We're just cruising along. We're gonna make a left at this light. So is it gonna make a left just before I get into the suicide lane? And yeah, I don't think this is the best way to do this, but everybody does it like this. So it's cool how Tesla just like follows what everybody does, because instead of being in the road and causing, you know, a huge backup, causing, you know, lots of cars to switch lanes and causing like a hazardous situation, we're going to be in this suicide lane. But this also causes a whole new kind of problem with cars trying to get over to the left here. In my opinion, there should just be like islands in the middle here to prevent us from backing up like this. But you know, Toronto and road infrastructure is just, you know, it's always bad. But we'll just follow what a lot of the cars are doing here to just create the safest possible situation without anybody getting really mad at us. Because I already know if we did it the way we're supposed to do it, it's just going to create a situation and everyone's going to get really mad, merge, and potentially cause an accident because of us. So yeah, FSD kind of just adapts to the road, which is really cool. So we're going to be waiting for the light to give us advance. We might not make it through a few cycles. Western Road is always kind of like this. If you guys are in the area, you guys would know. I've been seeing a lot of comments saying that you guys do follow this route that I take, which is kind of cool, you know. If you guys have the newer Tesla, maybe hardware 4, some of the new FSD versions, let us know, like, if the journey is a lot better or is it almost the same, you know. A lot of you guys are asking if I ever tried hardware for any new version, and no, this is my first Tesla. This is my first Tesla experience. I never been in a Tesla. I never experienced FSD. I honestly couldn't really believe FSD before. Like, I would watch YouTube videos on online about it, you know, like people driving it, like similar to this kind of channel, and you know, I just couldn't believe that the car would like turn and stuff, because I've owned gas cars my whole life, and it's kind of crazy how it just, now that I own one and I've used it, it's still kind of crazy, you know. It's just like this car just figures out the lanes and just switches. It's honestly, I still don't really believe it myself. But you know, for those of you, there's probably a lot of people that don't even know this kind of system exists. Like, they heard about it, but they don't truly know the experience that it could give them, or the benefit that it could give them. So that's what I guess the goal of this channel is just to honestly kind of, I'm just gonna press the accelerator here so we kind of get through this light nicely instead of waiting a whole nother cycle. And it did that. It allowed me to press the accelerator to get us through that light there, and it was very smooth. Now we're just following this curve behind this Ford. But yeah, the overall goal of this channel is to just you know, really just spread the benefits of FSD, you know. The cost of it sucks, you know. Getting an EV is already like a huge controversial thing for some reason. If I feel like my opinion on it is just, if it solves a problem for you, then get an EV. If it doesn't, get a gas car. Like, if you road trip a lot, go to a lot of places where, you know, there's no like charging infrastructure, then, you know, getting a gas car obviously makes more sense. You know, why waste time charging? I agree with that. But if you mainly live in the city or anywhere closer to chargers, or just anywhere where it's just stop and go traffic, like city driving like Toronto or the general GTA area, or just any city, like if you're in America or like, you know, Europe or whatever, it just makes a lot more sense to get an EV, you know, with the stop and go traffic. Like, I use, you know, barely any charge getting around Toronto, but, you know, when I go on road trips, it drains like crazy. So just depends on your use case. I'm not like those kinds of people where, you know, I get an EV and then I'm anti-gas car. I think, like, you know, gas cars have their purpose, and I love gas cars. I will own gas cars for the rest of my life. I would never want gas cars to be banned, because I love how they sound. You know, nothing beats a V8 in my opinion, but the only thing that beats a V8 is you know, the low cost of owning a EV, or like with maintenance and gas prices and stuff. So EVs could really help, you know, a lot of folks out, you know, that just don't want to fill up, you know, an $80 tank, you know, especially for even like 4-cylinder engines are pretty expensive now. So, you know, it just helps the situation, and FSD could help, you know, seal the deal in a way, you know. When I was buying this Tesla, I was looking at a few other EVs, and you know, the reason why I chose the Tesla is because of FSD and all the safety features. You know, I'm really about like safety and stuff, and you know, FSD could help reduce fatigue and stuff like that. And I drive like a lot. I drive so much, and FSD has really helped me in that situation. And it just sucks that FSD is $99 a month, because every single person I know agrees that you know, $99 a month is outrageous, especially if you don't like drive a lot. It's even more not worth it. Like if you drive a few times a week, maybe once a day or something. But if you drive a ton, you know, personally, it helps me a lot. It helps me a lot every month. So it would be awesome if this was like half the price, quarter the price. Honestly, like the price of like a Netflix subscription. Even Netflix subscriptions are bad. I don't know, I just think all kinds of subscriptions are bad. Like I just like the, you know, you buy it and you own it kind of thing. That's like my kind of thing. I just wish you were able to buy it, especially for these older Teslas, because we're not even getting the newest software. Like why are we paying for that, you know? If we were able to get the newest FSDs, it would make a whole lot more sense for us to be paying $100 a month, but it's whatever. Well, it's not whatever, but it's whatever. If you know what I mean. I guess enough about the rant, but yeah, I hope these videos, you know, really help you out with your purchase of EV or Tesla or FSD, you know. I'm pretty satisfied with it. It's just the cost that always bugs me, but you know, hopefully we do get version 14 Lite, and that really changes the whole experience. But I don't know, it's supposedly supposed to come out this June, so we just gotta wait and see. Again, we're accelerating smoothly, just following this Dodge. Still centered, even though the lines are very unclear here. Highway 7 is usually pretty busy. It's always backed up around here. And that Volkswagen really wanted to make that left turn, even though there was no chance of making it. I know we're all trying to get to where we need to go, but guys, you gotta take it easy, you know. It's not worth getting all worked up on the road, you know. Everyone got their situations, everyone's dealing with something, you know. We're just trying to get where we need to go. So just create a safe place on the road, you know. If someone cuts you off, like, you know, this is like bad, I guess, but try not to escalate, you know. We all just want to just get home without ruining each other's day, you know. God, how many times have I said, you know? But we're just driving smoothly. FSD is so reliable right now in these conditions, in this situation, that I'm able to just yap, you know. But if you guys want to see anything specific, you know, if you guys like the downtown videos, I did a night drive video. The problem with the night drive video is that, you know, it's too dark. My camera doesn't really work that well in the dark. I'm just using my phone. You know, a lot of you guys have been saying to get a GoPro, and honestly, I probably should. That'd probably really help out the channel, and I'll look into getting that. But if you guys want to see something specific, just comment down below, you know, what you guys want to see. Auto park, maybe summon, some smart summon, some you know, downtown driving, highway driving, heavy traffic driving, you know, rural area driving, road trips. I don't know. Just comment down below, and I'll try to get those out. But yeah, today was a really good day for Hardware 3. I have no complaints. My trip was very smooth, very nice, relaxing, and yeah, hopefully it's the same experience for you guys who are getting a Hardware 3 or an older Tesla. And yeah, check out some of the playlists, check out some of the links in the description. It'll really help support the channel, guys. And yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. And thank you guys all for watching, and peace.